We're only guaranteed today, so stop waiting for tomorrow. If your forever was ending tomorrow, would this be how you'd want to have spent it? Listen, the truth is, nothing is guaranteed. You know that more than anybody. So don't be afraid. Be alive. Sarah Dessen. Sometimes it takes a traumatic experience to make us face our fears and start living the life we truly desire. I spent many years letting fear hold me back from pursuing my dreams. I was afraid that I would not be good enough, strong enough, or smart enough to accomplish the big goals I had for myself. I didn't think I was special, and I definitely didn't think I deserved to be successful. The day that all changed was the day my father nearly died of a heart attack. I didn't know it at the time, and I never imagined anything good would come from that experience, but to say that day dramatically changed my life would be an understatement. That day, we were told my father had about a 1% chance of living, and if he did, he would likely have brain damage. The weeks that followed led my family and me on an emotional roller coaster. My dad slowly improved, but his memory was lacking. It was devastating to us when he couldn't remember the Disney vacation we just went on, or that he had a 7-month-old grandson. By some miracle, my father made a full recovery and is back to his old self. It was impossible to imagine that he could ever recover from the state he was in on that very first day in the hospital. Seeing the transformation in my father over those few weeks truly opened my eyes to what is possible in this life. I did a lot of thinking in those few weeks while my dad was recovering. I decided I needed to stop letting fear get the best of me and start taking action toward my goals each day. In just 8 months after my father's heart attack, I have traveled solo, which was completely outside of my comfort zone, enrolled in a health coaching course, enrolled back in college to finally finish my bachelor's degree, quit my job, and started my health coaching business. I'm now the happiest I've ever been. I get to spend more time with my kids, and I get to do things that truly make happy each day. I am helping people transform their lives by prioritizing their health. I have less stress and anxiety and way more energy than I've ever had before. The experience of almost losing my father taught me valuable lessons that have helped me transform my life, and I hope that by sharing them they will inspire you to do the same. Cherish your loved ones. At the end of the day, if I had nothing else in my life but the people I loved most, I would be content and happy. Your loved ones are there for you during the good and the bad times. They are often your cheerleaders and support system, and their love is unconditional. Prior to my father's heart attack, I often let work and my busy life get in the way of prioritizing time for those that mattered most. It was common for me to go weeks without speaking to my sister, months without seeing my best friend, and I even lost touch with some of my closest friends. When I was told that I may possibly lose my father, all I could think about was that I hadn't seen him in a few weeks and that I would give anything to talk to him again. It's so important to cherish your loved ones and make the time for them, because when they are no longer around you will wish you had one more moment to spend with them. Too often, we get busy in life and forget about the importance of staying connected to those we love most. Call your mom, visit your friend, and make the most of the short time you have on this planet before it's too late. Prioritize your health. If you want to live a long and healthy life, you must start prioritizing your health. I truly believe anything you want in life is possible as long as you have your health. I've been health conscious for many years now, but it wasn't until my father nearly died from a heart attack, a disease that is highly preventable through a healthy diet and lifestyle, that I actually experienced what can happen if you don't take care of your health and body. This made me realize that I needed to share my knowledge and passion for health with as many people as possible to hopefully prevent someone from going through a similar situation as my father. It's time to stop with all of the excuses of why it's too hard or there's not enough time to eat healthy or exercise. Trust me, nothing else will matter if you get sick or pass away tomorrow because you didn't make an effort to be as healthy as possible today. Stop taking everything so seriously. Too often we get caught up focusing on all of the little problems and challenges we face on a daily basis. We stress and worry about things that we have no control over. We obsess over our flaws or mistakes and waste time trying to fix them. For years, I've worried and stressed over the little things in life. I stressed over the little mistakes I made at work, not being the perfect parent, or not being thin enough. I was a people pleaser, extremely self-conscious, and avoided any uncomfortable situations. My feelings were easily hurt and I simply took everything way too seriously. The truth is, when you are faced with life or death, these so-called issues do not seem to matter at all. You will not care if you miss that deadline or what that stranger thinks of you. These challenges and insecurities are a part of life, but do not need to take over your life. Life is too short. The harsh reality is that before you know it, your life would be over. We are only ever guaranteed today, so stop waiting for tomorrow. If you want to quit your job, make a plan and do it. If you want to find your soulmate, then put yourself out there and find him or her. It took my father's near-death experience to wake me up and realize that I needed to make a change in my life. Don't wait for a tragedy to happen before you get your act together. You are enough. I let fear and self-doubt hold me back for years, and I know I'm not alone. We all struggle with fear, self-doubt, and shame, and we allow it to take over our lives. Successful and happy people are the ones who experience these feelings, but follow their desires anyway. Whether you believe it or not, you are enough and you deserve to be happy. It has taken me a while to come to terms with this and I still work at it every day, but I now know that I am enough and so are you.